Manchester Airport, one of the busiest in the UK. Every day, thousands of travelers pay to leave their cars in what they believe are secure parking facilities. But behind the scenes, a shocking crime ring was running a £1 million parking scam, exploiting trust, stealing cars, and destroying lives. This is the unbelievable true story of how a small group of people turned airport parking into a criminal empire, and how investigators finally exposed one of the biggest travel scams in the UK. For years, airport parking companies around Manchester promoted themselves as secure, insured, and official. Websites looked professional. Photos showed gated compounds, guards, and CCTV cameras. Travelers booked online, confident that their cars were safe, but the reality was very different. Behind some of these companies were fake operators using stolen branding and false reviews. They offered cheap prices, easy booking, and friendly service. But once the keys were handed over, everything changed. Drivers thought their cars were parked in airport lots. In truth, many were dumped in muddy fields, abandoned industrial estates, or even public streets miles away. At first, the scam went unnoticed. Passengers returned to find dirty cars or a few extra miles on the clock, but no one suspected a large-scale fraud until things started to go wrong. One family came back from holiday to find their car missing completely. Another discovered crash damage on the front bumper, and they tried to contact the parking company. No one answered. The website was suddenly offline. Police began to notice a pattern. Dozens of complaints, all linked to the same few addresses and companies. And behind the websites, the same group of people. These fraudsters had created an entire network of fake parking services. They would buy cheap domain names, set up websites with copied photos, list them as Manchester Airport official parking. The money flowed in fast, tens of thousands every month. Instead of parking cars securely, they used them for personal errands, joyrides, or even drug deliveries. CCTV footage showed attendants speeding through neighborhoods, some even parking customer cars outside their own homes. To make things worse, when cars were damaged or stolen, the criminals used fake insurance paperwork to cover their tracks. It was organized, calculated, and growing fast. By 2019, Greater Manchester Police had launched Operation Exposure, a full investigation into the fraudulent parking network. Undercover officers booked cars through the fake websites, tracking GPS signals and hidden cameras inside vehicles. What they found was shocking. Cars were left on wastelands, abandoned farms, and open fields, often unlocked and covered in mud. One undercover car was even found with drug residue inside the glove box. The investigation led to multiple arrests, including the ringleader, a man running over 12 fake parking companies, earning nearly £1.2 million in 3 years. As the story broke, travelers across the UK were outraged. Families lost thousands, insurance companies refused to pay, and the reputation of Manchester Airport took a hit, even though these companies had no official link to it. The criminals were sentenced to prison, and dozens of websites were shut down. But experts warned that new versions of the same scam could reappear under different names. The message was clear. Never trust an online parking company without official airport verification. Today, authorities continue to warn travelers about meet-and-greet parking scams. Police encourage people to check reviews, use verified airport websites, and report suspicious activity. The Manchester Airport parking scandal wasn't just about money, it was about trust, and how easily it can be sold, used, and broken. It showed how one simple mistake, handing over your keys, could lead to disaster. Thank you for watching. If you found this story eye-opening, subscribe for more UK true crime documentaries where we uncover the real stories behind Britain's biggest scams, heists, and criminal operations. This was Manchester Airport's £1 million parking scam finally exposed, because sometimes the crime happens before you even leave for your flight.